Hi, welcome to Simple Logistics. So today I would like to talk to you about the no deal Brexit, which is still a thing, it's still possible. We are now in November. I'm recording this in November 9, 2020. So the no deal Brexit is still a possibility. And I think companies in the UK or that do business with the UK should start preparing or getting ready for this possibility if you didn't do that already. Let me share my thoughts with you. First, for companies that are located within the UK. So, what can you do to prepare for such a possibility? First thing I would do in your place is to increase the inventory of imported goods in general, even though they are not imported from Europe. Why? Because probably the ports of entry and customs offices are going to be overwhelmed in the first days of Brexit, and you don't want to disrupt your supply chain of Chinese raw material, for example, or something like that, because the port of entry is just simply overwhelmed. What can you do? I would increase my inventory to the limit, the maximum I can, without making additional investment. So if your facilities, buildings, your warehouse is already full, I wouldn't make any new investment because this is temporary. Whatever happens during Brexit is temporary. So I wouldn't make new investments, purchase a new building or rent space or anything like that. If you can increase capacity somehow without new investments by removing obsolete material, for example, from your warehouse, or converting some office space into stock space, or anything like that. That would be good. As much as you can, you try to have a good inventory level of all your imported material. If you have domestic suppliers, then you don't have to worry too much about them. But all the imported material, even though it's not from other European countries, that you should, be worried, and you should, if possible, increase the inventory of these materials. The other thing I would do if I were you is to use different modes and different ports of entry to bring important material. So instead of bringing a lot of sea containers of a raw material or some a component from a single port of entry, try to use two or three different ports of entry for your important material. So if one port of entry is overwhelmed during Brexit and there is a queue at customs and things get delayed, then the material coming from the other port of entry might suit your needs and avoid a collapse of your supply chain. So this is another possibility. So bring most of the material through sea, ocean shipping, and a small portion amount for a week or so through air. So you have like a backup plan if things go sour during Brexit. The third thing I would do is check which of your suppliers are European suppliers, and they are going to be affected by Brexit. Start working with them so their paperwork is kind of picture perfect for when Brexit happens. when you're importing material, when you're importing goods from other sources, outside your free trade agreement area, customs is more rigorous. They are going to demand that the documents like invoice, packing list, and bill of lading, and so forth. All the documents are perfect. So make sure that they input all the correct information, and that this documentation is not going to present any problem when you try to make this material flow through. When you do that, when you work with your suppliers to guarantee that they understand what documents are necessary and how to fuel these documents, what information, how to present information in every document, you can start working in advance with them. So ask them to send the next shipments, even though Brexit didn't happen yet. Ask them to start working now as if the UK was outside the free trade agreement. Make sure that you already have all your shipments with all the necessary documents to go through smoothly by customs. Work with customs, ask the people at customs to make sure that your shipments and your paperwork is perfect, to guarantee that you will not have problems after Brexit happens. And now I'm going to talk with people outside the UK, in the other European countries, or countries that are part of a free trade agreement with the UK, and are also going to be affected by Brexit. You should check your suppliers, which ones are located in the UK, see what material you import from the UK, and make the same preparations that I spoke about right now. Increase inventory, use different parts of entry, and there are different modes of transportation, ensuring that the paperwork, the shipment papers are all perfect. So start working in advance with your British suppliers to guarantee that you guys are ready for Brexit. And also evaluate the price impact, because probably you're going to start paying duties when importing these materials. So maybe that will affect sourcing decision. Maybe suppliers from outside Europe, like India, China, Japan, they start make some sense, and maybe you should evaluate a supplier change if the other suppliers have the same quality, and they can replace the UK suppliers. Maybe it's time to also take a look into that option, to make sure that you don't have to adjust the price of your product, or that you don't have a diminished margin. So okay, so that was my tip for today. I hope that a no deal Brexit doesn't happen, but always hope for the best and work with the worst case scenario in mind. Okay, that was all for today. Thank you guys. Bye.